Hello there, back with Soulstone Survivors, and today I'm bringing you a very stupid build, which actually works, though some of you may consider it a bit of a troll. So, I'm going to meet you whenever I have all the 6 slots and all the skills that I really need for the build. See you there. And there's the build. Yes, it is the Super Troll 6 Arcane Shield build. But, you might think it's actually useless, it isn't. But to make it useful, you actually need a lot of things. Yes, you have to get your singular focus, you have to get your focus fire to actually make sure this stuff actually deals damage. Yeah, and of course the shield health has been limited, which is unfortunate, but you have potency for that, so you can use the upgrade cards to increase the shield potency. I have immovable objects since I really don't plan to move for a very long time. I also have Surefoot, which means I take less damage whenever I don't move. Well, you have your reroll mastery for rerolls, and your weapon expert to make sure you start with 2 weapons as opposed to 1, and of course Calculation Arcane to make sure you get all the juicy arcane skills. And of course you can use up all your banishes to banish any arcane skills that you don't want, to make sure you get your shields as quickly as possible. Now, for the cards, for the skills, you definitely want to have your experience, max out as much experience as possible, because this build really requires to have a lot of cards. You have your vicious strikes, because you don't actually damage enemies yourself, your enemies damage you, and then their shield pumps and does a lot of damage to them. You need as much cast frequency as possible, because this stuff has a very long cooldown. You need to have as much damage as possible, and you definitely want to have the skill type cards, all of them. And I got lucky and got 2 dashes, you're probably not gonna get that, but oh well. And you want a lot of movement speed and a lot of health, because your shields will eventually pop. And what's going to happen, you will take a lot of damage, and if you can't run away, can't dash away, or simply have not insufficient health to survive the hits, you're going to lose your revives, and that's not nice. Now for the cast, you obviously want this big stuff, damage modifier, and let's see how it goes. I'm just standing still. And I fly. Yeah, hippity hoppity. And more health. And hippity hoppity. Now, this is extra troll on the arcane character for the reason. You see this? His passive is to actually give you a lot of multicast chance and movement speed. And it's real good. Whenever it pops, whenever you pick up these shards, you can have multiples of these shields. Oh, and I lost a revive. So the general idea is to not get on the bosses too aggressively, because you will die, you do lose the shield health very rapidly, but if you have your shield full, you can walk over red areas, you can walk over poison on the ground, you can do whatever you want, and a duration, yes, like that. You can do whatever you want pretty much. A potency of arcane shield is going to upgrade this one, and let's see if it gives it more health. It did. So the key card that you want is the potency of the shield. And for that reason, you don't actually banish every single shield specific or skill specific card and focus on the type. Yet, yes, you do focus on the type, but what you really need is the shield potency. And if one of the shields is more powerful, it's still one of the shields that's more powerful. Because you do get to cast them very often, you do get to multicast them, which means you get to survive the big boss's hit. Any other character would have been dead here. Okay, modifier, yeah, take that. And also, this is one of the... Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. This is one of the builds on which the actual Leviathan, which is plus damage minus speed, this card is viable for once. See, I don't want to die, I don't want to lose the revive here. Well, either way, let's see how the build performs. And there it is. The build is a complete troll, you don't take damage until you just suddenly pop. Now, of course, I almost made it till the end, so I tell you something, why not subscribe and see you in the next video, but also make sure you tell me how can you possibly improve this build. See ya.